let's welcome our next competitor to the stage, Tate from Hideout. Awesome. Let's bring our judges over so we can start brewing. We've got Nuno, John,
hello.
Stacey, Matt, and Robin.
Hello, judges. Good to see you. Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can I please have it a little bit down, sorry? Slightly less. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. Hello, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, any? Yes, of course. No worries. Thank you, thank you. Nice and warm. Okie dokie. How are we feeling, judges? Good? Amazing? Okay, may I have my time? Oh, sorry, my apologies, not my time. May I have my music? Lovely, thank you. Time. I believe coffee can be more than just a sensory experience. I believe it can also be a way to express creativity and emotion. Good afternoon, judges. My name is Tate Payton, and sometimes I like to think of each coffee like a painting. Today, ours looks like a beautiful sunset. And just like every art piece has a story, so does mine. It was over 5 years ago when I first experienced coffee grown by Cecilia at El Porvenir and by Jason Levano. It was one of the first times I'd experienced specialty coffee, and it changed me. Coffee began to be something that I not only tasted, but felt. It's been a long time since I first experienced coffee from these people, and many people like myself. I've evolved since. I'm sorry, judges. Sorry. The painting I will be presenting today has two artists. Their names are Cecilia and Jason. Both farmers live in Huila, Colombia, and together I think their coffees harmonize to paint a bright orange and pink sky. Each coffee brings something new to the table. I chose Cecilia's washed geisha to be the core of my blend because of its sweet orange character and elegant florals. Now, I would happily drink this coffee every single day, but for competition, I wanted to introduce a splash of color and complexity. The addition of Jason's natural red bourbon brings up the stone fruit character of our coffee even more and introduces a touch of pink. The family at El Porvenir selectively picked their geishas only from the middle sections of their geisha trees, where the cherries are uniform and healthy. At the farm, the family heavily considers the genetic purity of their geisha, replacing any trees whose phenotypic traits do not align with the geisha varietal. After an initial stage of anaerobic fermentation, the coffee is washed with soft 90 ppm water and then slow dried under shade, all to preserve its beautiful floral characteristics. Only cherries with a screen size over 18 are selected for this lot to maximize sweetness and flavor intensity. This coffee adds soft orange clouds to our painting and it makes up 2/3 of my blend. The other third of my blend is the natural red bourbon processed by Jason Levano. This coffee has been meticulously processed and dried in environments with controlled temperature and humidity. First, with 2 days of cold anaerobic fermentation, and is then dried to 20% moisture. Is then followed by another 7 days of cold fermentation, and then finally dried to 11% moisture. This fermentation environment favors native coffee yeasts over bacteria, allowing for a slower metabolic process. This prolonged approach preserves the integrity and the character of his bourbon without developing any fermenty flavors. This touch of pink feels reminiscent of the last few moments of a sunset and complements our painting perfectly. Roasting is a very important stage in revealing the style of our painting. Both components of my blend today were roasted on a Daedric by Sarah Jin. Using a drum-style roaster enables or brings out more sweetness and mouthfeel while retaining a light profile to let the coffee shine. Now, I want to do everything I can to show this painting with perfect lighting. And today, my recipe focuses on balance. I'm using 16 grams to a total of 240 grams. I'll be using 4 pours, once every 30 seconds, aiming for a total brew time of 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I chose to use the Hario Neo with the Hario Meteor paper. Both pieces of equipment focus on fast and uniform extraction, keeping the cup bright. I've ground my coffee on the Option O at 7.3 using an RPM of 3. The Voss Water that I'm using today has a fairly soft ppm of 45. I find this pairs quite well with our soft painting, giving it a smooth finish. During the first stage of my recipe, I'll be using 2 pours of 50 grams at 95 degrees. This faster, more aggressive style promotes agitation and extraction during the stage, increasing our sweetness and intensity. I imagine this is making our clouds fluffier and more colorful. The second stage of my brew, I will split into 2 pours of 70 grams at 85 degrees. I'll be using slower, softer pours around the outer edge of the bed to help reduce the amount of fines accumulating at the bottom, resulting in a cleaner cup. I find this style presents our painting with the clarity it deserves. Now, judges, when you're ready, you may prepare to write down my descriptions of today's painting. First, the aroma. It has a medium minus intensity and has notes of white florals like jasmine and stone fruits like peach. The flavor is bright and expressive. It has a medium intensity from hot to cold. When hot, you will get notes of stone fruits like peach and citrus like orange, as well as white florals like jasmine. When warm and cold, you will still get those notes of peach and orange, but you will also get a delicate black tea, kind of like peach iced tea. Many steps have been taken to, the acidity, entirely from hot to cold, has a medium intensity and is mostly malic, like stone fruits, and also has some orange, or citric, like orange. Many steps have been taken to highlight the gentle sweetness in this cup. It has a medium intensity from hot to cold, and always has characters of fresh fruit as well as white sugar. The aftertaste starts short and becomes longer as it cools. When hot, you'll get an aftertaste of black tea. And as it comes to warm and cold, you will get peach. Judges, it is almost time to experience our sunset. But please wait to assess aroma and flavor until after I call time. To assess aroma, please gently swirl the cup 3 times and lift to your nose. Assess as many times as you need to, and please don't be shy. Enjoy it. To assess a flavor, please drink directly from the thin side of your boba cup, exclusively from the thin side presented towards you. This will help enhance your acidity and brightness in your cup. I've spent many afternoons watching the sun set, but I'm always left with the same nostalgic feeling. They remind me of how far I've come in the last 5 years. It's been a long time since I first experienced coffee grown by Cecilia and Jason. Every painting has an ability to move us in ways that leaves us with expectation for what we will experience next. Today, judges, I hope you're left with that same feeling, excited for more coffee that is not just tasted, but felt. Thank you. That is my time.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah, so good.
You got through it. It's all that
I did it.
matters,
Hey,
you know?
this is my first year competing, so I feel very proud to even be here, to be honest. So thank you, everyone who's here, by the way.
I
So
would
good
be
to
as
see.
well. Good job. A little bit more
Thank
noise.
you.
Come on, let's go. For
Thank
anybody
you.
that hasn't been up on stage making a couple of coffees for a lot of judges, it is terrifying. But you
A
did a
little
great job. You got through it.
Thank you, thank
You
you.
got your coffee served. That's the main thing.
Yes, I
What-
wasn't
what-
disqualified, I think. That's a plus.
I
We'll
don't know.
see.
I was just listening.
Beautiful.
There's really amazing things to say.
Mm.
I'm going to ask one specifically about the grinder.
Mm.
You chose to use, you said, a 3 RPM for your grind size.
Mm.
Talk me through, did you do any sort of R&D or training around
Mm.
the different revolutions and the taste and characters?
Mm.
I'm interested to know that part of it.
Absolutely, my friend. After a bit of research and a bit of practice with the Option-O, the Lagom 01, and looking online for some spec sheets and
Say
stuff.
goodbye to judges.
Oh, judges, thank you so much. It was lovely to meet you, lovely to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my friend. Good to see
Very
you.
important people.
No, that's fine. Sorry, I need to pay more attention. But yes, the more nerdy stuff. After looking at some spec sheets, I found that around 3 has an RPM of around 700 on a factory machine. And after my experience, I think 700 is a good medium level. Is a little bit lower than some other grinders. Yeah. Do you want to know more about maybe what higher RPMs does or anything?
Tell
Or
me everything. Don't
everything.
worry about them. It's just you and me talking.
Beautiful. Well,
Big
because
fans.
my coffee is a little bit more of a light roast, and the vast majority of my coffee is a washed coffee, I didn't want to incorporate too many fines, so hence a little bit lower. I would say maybe 1,000 is kind of standard, but around medium keeps it consistent, easy to do. I would only turn it up if I wanted more fines and more variability of grind size, but I find this works quite well with my style of coffee.
Great. I love it. And it's really great to see baristas really understanding their equipment as well.
Mm.
You know, not hopes and dreams. You guys spend so many hours making cups of coffee. And for you people who don't know, you know, they've had, how long have you been training for today?
For today?
Yeah.
I started maybe 6 months ago, but the last 2 months in particular.
So 6 months with the same coffee, doing the same routine.
Mm.
I'm sure the group of people supporting you have drank
Oh.
this coffee a very long
Too
time.
much.
And they're, you know, they could probably do the speech just as well as you. But it's really important about us learning more about, you know, different grind settings,
Honestly,
different pour
yeah.
methods,
Mhm.
pouring slow around the outside so you get fine particles.
Mhm.
All that sort of stuff builds innovation for us
Mm.
to move forward.
Mm.
So congratulations
Phew.
on your first
Thank you so
comp.
much.
You
I
did really
appreciate
well.
that.
And
Beautiful.
looking forward to hearing the results.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank